Hey guys, welcome to the Rat Hole. Want to get something out of the way first off here. I want to thank Mr. John Secord for his letter, and then I want to thank Mr. Mark Armitage over clear across the pond over there in Ireland. Thank you for what you did, sir. Totally unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And to Mr. Jerry Ayers down in Tyler, Texas. Thank you also. I sent you an email and I never heard anything back. I've emailed you a few times and you put your email in the letter, and I emailed that address, but let me know if you got it. If you did, shoot me an email back. So anyway, thank you guys for what you did. That was very kind of you. Well, let's see. We may as well just get on with see what happened around here this week, or what didn't happen. That'd be more like it. Alright, catch you in a bit. No, that's my camera, and this is Torrin, and this is Bridger. And Bridger's a car builder, and he's built a replica of the Dirty Dozen out of Legos. And it's got the yellow wheels. And it's got the two breathers on the engine. And it's got the rake on the roof. And it's even got the stack on the back. And the zoomies like I want. Wow. And there's a radiator. Well, let's drive it. Can we ride in it? It looks like it's ready to go.
Because it is.
Because it is. I love the rake on the roof, the way it's slanted down. Check that out. What a... the backdrop's not bad, too. I've got the engine in the background. Wow, that's nice, Bridger.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, we got door handles.
Yep.
Show me doors open.
Really? Look at that.
And the seat and the steering wheel.
And a seat, and there's a steering wheel in there. Wow.
On the other side.
Man, you put some time in that, didn't you?
Yeah, I built on it all day.
It took all day. I wish I could do mine in one day. Good job, buddy.
And this is even right behind the cow.
Yeah, and got a little flatbed like mine's gonna have. Yeah. See, you got the flatbed built before I did. You got a lot of work done that I still have to do. Wow, that's awesome.
And the straight windows.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
I think he's waiting to know if you're going to put a wrecker on the back so he can build.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be a little. You may probably get that done before I do too.
Not going to do it till he sees what yours looks like.
Oh, okay.
I don't quite know, like, if I have the right pieces to
Yeah.
do that. But,
Yeah.
And so these aren't actually like that. I mean, they're on hinges,
Oh.
so you can like move them.
Well, that's cool. Maybe I'll build mine that way.
You can change the spark plugs in.
Well, yeah. You don't have to pull the
Oh, look
zoomies.
at
Yeah. Pull one wheel off the ground. That's torque. That's at
Like on the
630
tractor.
foot-pounds of torque.
That's like on the tractor.
Yeah. Like my tractor
Look
did
at
the
it.
other day. Wow.
It's driving off the edge.
That's pretty good. Good job.
So I was going to put some gray tires on, but then I looked at one of my other Lego projects and I was like, there's some yellow tires. Just
Oh, yeah.
wheels, just
That's
like yours.
perfect. So you stole them off another project to use
Yeah.
on this one?
I took apart 3 or 4 things to make.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
I took apart a few.
A few to build one. Yeah, I get it. That's what we do, man. We
Free to
take
get one built
Because
good.
of the
apart a
because of
few to
the
build one.
hinges and the wheels and just like these
Yeah,
big
yeah.
long pieces there off of another one.
So this is a friend of Darren's. This is Steve's little '54 Chevy. Yeah, Chevy pickup. And he's got the bed. He's working on the bed, or is it here?
He's going to make one.
Yeah, he's making one out of 2, or shortening one up or something.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's an S10 conversion, and going to be a fun little ride. I do believe my pants are on fire. Looks like my chair's on fire. I believe my table's on fire. Oops! Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Waylon Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Well, what is going on? It's been another busy week, you know, just busy with life. So I haven't had a lot of shop time. I have been kind of thinking on my steering system a little bit, and I've got some stuff figured out for that and ordered up some parts. And those will be in about the first of the month, I think, maybe the second or something like that. And I should be able to. So I think tonight I'm going to pick this thing up and set it on my Harbor Freight jack stands. You know, I heard something about them doing a recall on those jack stands over there. But I had already fixed mine years ago. I know what was wrong with them, and I'd already welded mine up. So I'm going to get this thing up in the air so I can creep under it with a creeper and pull the starter off. Well, I can't pull the starter off from underneath it, but I can break the exhaust loose from the headers. The starter has to come out the top. But it's not a bad job, really. Once you get those headers loose on the bottom end, that's probably the worst of it, because they lift right out of it. I have some reliefs cut in the frame right here, and they just come right out. It's not a problem. I'll pull my plug so I don't break them. That's the voice of experience talking right there. So yeah, it's not you know, it's not a terrible thing. And then you can get to the starter, and we'll see if it's a solenoid or what's going on. It might just be a loose wire, but guess I'll just get into it. I don't know, maybe I'll throw you guys on the tripod. Some of you just like to watch me work. You just sit there and don't help, don't lift a finger. Just let old Waylon do it all. Alright, I'm going to crank up some tunes so you can watch, but you can't listen. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Huh. Okay. Okay then. That's how you want to be. Dirty, rotten little scum-sucking pig. Boy, some brute put that on there, man, I'll tell you. That's a big old bruiser, boy. You can meet him in a dark alley somewhere. Oh, come on. Messing with me. You gotta talk to him, you know. It's gonna fall out, but it can't go anywhere. You're gonna have to hit a lot of things before it hits me. Ow, but that don't. Ow. This is about where Vice Grip Garage would say, help me understand. Yeah, I get a kick out of that guy. He's about my favorite, all-time favorite YouTuber, I think. Hello. Chug lug, chug lug. Makes you want to holler, howdy ho. Burns tummy, don't you know? Here you are, you little booger, bless your heart. Well, let's go check some inventory. I probably got 3 or 4 of those old starters laying around somewhere. There might be one right there. That's pretty good as a starter too. Now hold on there, Waylon. Did you happen to notice that this starter has one long bolt and one short bolt? And they're straight across from each other? Now your starter has 2 long bolts and they're staggered. I don't think this is going to work out. I'm afraid you're going to wind up buying a starter. Well, once again, this garbage aftermarket junk has failed. And I had a bad feeling about this starter when I bought this reman. First of all, it was too cheap. It was $59 online, and I go, I can't believe that. Well, by the time I got down there to the store, it was, with my discount, it was $52, but I just didn't feel good about it, you know. But I should have just bought a solenoid. I was thinking, well, should just put a solenoid. But no, it's so hard to get in and out of this thing that I didn't want to put a new solenoid on it and then, you know, have the Bendix go out in a couple of years or something. And so I thought I'd spring for the whole deal and take a chance. And you know, my gut instinct, I took a chance and I was thinking I shouldn't, and I really shouldn't. Because I have battled it and battled it and battled it, and it is hard to get that bolt started from up here, and you can't do it from underneath because you can't reach it because of the exhaust and all this zoomy business going on here. And that's okay. I don't mind that. But here's the deal. I put it in and hit the starter and it bound up. You go under there and look at it. Well, the Bendix's gear's stuck up in the flywheel. Okay, needs shim. So put a shim in it. I got a whole pile of shims here. I had a whole drawer full of them over there. Anyway, put a shim in it. Hit starter, did the same thing. Put another shim in it. Hit starter, did so. I wound up with 4 shims, and it was still binding up. And I'm going, what is going on? So I pulled it out, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you look at this starter, you'll see how this is all nice and smooth, this housing. It's nice and smooth all the way across. Back up in here, it's all just the same surface. Well, if you look on this thing, that bolt hole is recessed, that one is recessed, and that's okay, but the problem is, here's the problem, it's ground at an angle, and I doubt you'll be able to see this in the camera, but this tapers back. It's the shallow here. I mean, this is recessed, okay, but it's shallow here and it's deep here. So no matter how many shims I put on it, same thing on this side. So no matter how many shims I put on it, it's going in at an angle like this more than it should. I mean, I'm exaggerating just to make the point, but it's enough to cause the Bendix to be out of alignment with the flywheel. So every time it kicks the Bendix gear in, it jams up in the flywheel. So I went to another junk source of mine out back, some old stuff that I forgot I had way out back out there. A guy, when I got that 38 International, he made me take a whole bunch of stuff. Well, lo and behold, there was 2 Chevy starters out there, just like what I needed. And I had plumb done up and forgot about those being back there, or I don't know if I even knew they were there. I thought, well, I think I remember seeing one out there. I finally thought of that today when I saw this. So sure enough, I got another one laying over there on the welding bench. But I have an idea that I'll put that in there, and it'll be just fine. It's been years since I've had to shim a starter, and I've never had to put in more than one, I don't think. I mean, well, you know, depending on the thicknesses, they're different thicknesses, but may have used 2 in my lifetime. I doubt it. Seems like 1, you know, the right thickness is enough. But I've never put on 3, and I've certainly never put on 4. But, you know, that's the way it goes. That's just what it took for the light to go off in my brain and say, hey, there's something else going on here. All right. I don't know what to do with that. It's electrical. Well, I don't know. You know, they usually don't want to take electrical stuff back. But I know Charlie down there pretty good, and I've been shopping there for 47 years. And I think they might take care of me. If I go in there and tell Charlie what's going on, I think he'll say bring it back. So, yeah. Well, that's enough about that. I'm going to go ahead and do this 20-minute starter thing, and you know, I've been working on it all day. So I haven't even got to play around with this rig over there, but that's all right. All right, I'll get back with you. Well, I got to get some light because I've got to line those bolts. Stay right there. I'll be right back. Stay right there. That song is driving me crazy. I got to hear it again. First time I heard it, I was with old Ken. Wonder if I'm gonna be able to see down in there to line those up. Mind me, I'm just talking to myself. I had a gal work for me one time. She worked for me for 13 years. And I hired her over the phone. She was driving over here from Idaho, and I hired her over the phone. Sight unseen. She said, well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll just tell you now. I talk to myself. Don't pay attention to that. And boy, she did. Drive me nuts. But old Sparky liked it. She'd be working out in the yard or cleaning her house or something, and she'd be talking up a storm, and he thought she was talking to him, so, well, he thought it was just wonderful. Don't fit, but I can make it fit. You know, when I was putting that starter on, and I had 4 shims in it, I had one bolt started. I was getting ready to start the other one. And my buddy Warren pocket dialed me by accident. So I told him what was going on. And, you know, him being the smarter than the average bear, he said, well, did you turn your old starter in already? And I go, yeah. And he's going, you know, you could change the nose cone. Yeah. Well, you know, I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, so I'd already turned it in. But after seeing that nose cone and the issues with it, boy, that would have been a smart move, just to swap them out. But, you know, I run into that all the time. I only been working on this old stuff for about 55 years. So, you know, many times along the way, I wished I knew something about mechanics, but I'll just muddle through with what I got. It'll be okay. Well, I'm waiting for the compressor to catch up, but be sure to tune in next time and hear old Waylon say, oh, we're getting to the fun part. Gotta hog her out just a little bit more. Yeah, this is the good stuff right here. Okay guys, I reckon that'll do it for this time. Man, this is Halloween night. Can you believe that? 2020's almost gone and I'm happy to see it go. You know, it's just been a disaster. It was a disaster in many ways for me. It was a disastrous grafting season, horrible. And then all this other stuff on top of it. But we'll survive, won't we? Because a country boy can survive, and we'll get through this, and I guess we'll be stronger for it, you know. So, anyway, until next time, oh, I sure do appreciate you.